everyone, it's Christina. Welcome to Blush and Rose Tarot and welcome to another video. I'm starting off with sorry guys, I've been kind of MIA for a little bit. I've had an emotional past couple of months, but I'm back and with a good video, I think. Of course I would say I think, but this is my feel good decks. Yeah, we're gonna dive into this one today. Feel good means a lot of different things. They're not all sunshine and rainbows, but I'll let you guys see. Oh, I forgot to say, if you're new, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I love to have new people, and hopefully you guys can leave a comment down. I love to talk to everyone in the comments, and yeah, I learn there and share thoughts. So, okay, so now we're going into the video. Okay, so this first one is one of my first decks that I ever got. I love this deck creator. And by the way, guys, if I don't mention the deck name, so sorry. I'll mention it in the comments below. So this is the Muse Tarot. This is one of my all-time favorite. I think because it just speaks to me on so many different levels. I love the collage. I love the colors. If I'm not sure about something, or if I just need energy, like this is the deck I pull out. You'll notice that, well, if you have a really keen tarot eye, it looks kind of small. I did a reading with this morning, so the other card's over there, but let's do the thing. So this is not the box it comes in. This is a bag. I think this is a beautiful bag. I got this one from Etsy. I have edged mine in this pink. And you guys, I'm doing something different with my filming. I have it on autofocus, so if it gets super annoying, hopefully it doesn't, because when I won't find out till I edit. But anyway, so this is the Muse Tarot. Oh, this one pops out. Muse of Inspiration. So this deck is a little different. The kings are, well, horizontal one, which can annoy some people, I guess, but this is Muse of Inspiration, which is the king, King of Wands. But I love everything about this deck. I love how it brings you in the back. I love the vibrancy of the colors. Let me see if I can do it this way. I'm known to go through a lot of the decks, so I will try to keep it not so. But Voices is swords in this. Inspiration is wands. Materials, pentacles. Look at this. See? Look at the vibrancy. It's abstract. It's creative. When I'm in a zone where I'm just really needing inspiration to tap into a piece of myself that maybe is silenced for whatever the moment is. Maybe I'm overwhelmed. Oh, Emotions is cups. This is one of the decks that I pull out. I truly, look at this death card. So much in there. Double faces, the transformation, the two ladies. Yeah, I just genuinely, truly, oh, I love this one, this Muse of Materials. So King of Pentacles. Love this deck. All right, so we'll go to the next. Okay, so on to one of my, this was the last deck that I purchased so far this year. This is not the bag it comes in. And I got it from Etsy. I'm gonna go into this one. This has quickly become one of my favorite decks. So this is the back. This is, I edged mine. It does not come edged. This is called the Melancholic Muse Tarot. And this one I go to, well, you'll see in just a moment. It's moody, it's darker, it has the pink in there, it's got teal, and the whole point of this one is to kind of look at your feelings and accept them, and look at them from a different perspective. Like, look at this Five of Pentacles. How gorgeous is that? The colors, so there's beauty in this mood. There's accepting this energy and not letting it drown you and move through, but it acknowledges that all is not rosy and you may not be in the best of places, and that's okay. And that's what I love so much about this deck, is it calls it like it is. Look at this Queen of Wands. The court cards have keywords on them. This Nine of Wands gets me. Look at his face. I just look at his face. He's like, one more day. Not even day, like one more second. And I love the color palette. I love the treatment of the art. Look at this full card. This one I'm probably going to go through a little. I'll try to go faster. Look at this 10 of Wands. Like his neck, it looks broken. He's just, how much more can he take? And still the beauty in this card, the horizon and the clouds and the water. It's misty, but it's a clear day, even though he has got all this luggage. Oh, look at this two of chalices, which is 2 of cups. This Emperor is fierce. This is one of my most endearing cards. Look at this six of chalices or 6 of cups. It's just beautiful. 2 of Wands. Try to go through some. This 4 of Swords. Look at this. I mean, if this doesn't say take a moment of pause and meditate, the walls seem to be closing in, right? You just see all of them, but you're the vantage point looking in, so it's like it's not. But you need a moment of pause, of stillness. Death. It's 3 of Swords. I appreciate that it's not 3 swords stabbing a heart. Really do. And look at this, like the heart's not pierced. It's I don't know, it's not broken, but it's cracked, and it's still intact. And I truly loved this deck. It was such a find. This was one of my emo moments when I couldn't sleep. And I was kind of scrolling through Etsy, and I was like, oh my God, this is the perfect deck for how I feel right now. And oh crap, I gotta wait for it to get to me. But it didn't disappoint when it got to me. Like Knight of Swords, it has a keyword of officer. Let me see if I can find one of my favorite. The 6 of Swords, sorry, 6 of Wands. Oh, this is this is probably one of the only ones that the color palette deviates a bit, but it makes sense. It's the Sun card. Let's see if I can find, oh, I love this Devil. This is one of my favorites. I love this Page of Wands. Look at the energy in that card. Not to mention it also has some of my favorite colors. This one and this one together. So yeah, this is the Melancholic Muse Tarot. And I don't have the author. I'm really looking for that 6 of Wands. He's like on a bike. Here we go. This one. I don't know why, but he's like, yes, I'm doing this. I'm going to get this done. I love this. Love this. So this is the Melancholic Muse Tarot. Got it from Etsy. This is another one of my go-tos. And surprisingly, this is not a go-to because it's happy-go-lucky and things like that. Like, I mean, we're all human, and I definitely can be moody in the sense of like trying to understand my feels and you know, all of those things. And sometimes I'm always honest with myself. I always feel like the worst thing you can do is lie to yourself. So I'm always honest, and I don't want to like push the feelings and the emotions down, and yet honor the fact that, hey, you know what, I'm feeling moody right now. I'm feeling pouty, you know, whatever the case may be. And this deck is my go-to for that. This is the Dreaming Way Tarot. It's not a new deck. It's been around for quite a while, I think. So let's do the things. This is the back. It's interesting. The back has got this vibrancy that the cards themselves don't necessarily, but I think it's quirky. It's got this, I don't know, it's got this vibe, which I can kind of get from this. It's a little off, but I don't know. Anyway, so this is the back. I have edged mine. And this deck is fun, and it's also, it's you know, some of these girls in here, look at her face. She's like, oh, I love the fashion in it too. I don't know, this has a vibrancy to it, so it kind of helps me get out of my feels a bit. But it's also like super moody. You can see it in the swords. Here's one. The 4 of Swords. There's another one. I think it's the 5 of Swords where she's walking. I I just really enjoy this. It's different, it's quirky, it's honest, I think. And, you know, again, when I'm in that place where I'm just like, I'm trying to pick my energy up, I'm trying to pick it up, but right now it's a challenge. I definitely go to this deck, and I go to this deck for, you know, much happier and clearer times too. I mean, look at this. This is just cool. It's funky. I love it. But I also go again to this when I'm in that place of wanting to accept being how I feel in that moment. Of course, all the happy cards are coming up. Look at her face. Through Pentacles is working together and whatnot, and, you know, community, and she's got this bag of pentacles falling off of her head, and she's just like, the look on her face is like, are you effing kidding me? I appreciate this deck like a lot. Yeah, so this is the Dreaming Way Tarot. I will say that, you know, a couple cards I look for are always in a deck are Queen of Wands and Queen of Cups, and this one's okay. I mean, it's not my favorite Queen of Wands, but she looks very interesting, to say the least. Oh, I love this Page of Cups. This teapot on top of her head, the fish floating towards the cup. It's just different. So this is the Dreaming Way Tarot, and this is one of my good friends by now. Okay, on to the next. This next deck is a bit newer to my collection. I've got it, I think I got it right before I kind of went on a video hiatus. So I think I got it maybe in April. I keep pulling hair off of it because my daughter has a Japanese chin, and I love my little guy. His name is Sheldon, by the way. Love him so much, and he sheds like crazy. I mean, it's long hair. Anyway, back to the point here. This is the Oneness Tarot, and I am getting to know this one a bit. Let me do the things here. Sorry, pull out the, not that we're going to read the guidebook, but I think it may be helpful to see it. So this is an indie deck. I got it from Etsy. Oh, the last deck I showed, the Dreaming Way Tarot, that's a mass market deck. You can, I think I got it on like Amazon or something. So this one is, I think you can only get it from either Etsy or her website. It's a pretty popular deck. It's not new. It's newer to me. Here's the back. I've edged mine in this like salmon, pinky salmon color. Shuffle's great. I don't know what made me just want to shuffle this deck. Oh, one pulled out, popped out. Two popped out. Oh, perfect. We'll talk about these. So this deck, I really am finding that I go to this when I want something steeped in symbolism and something that is very much a different perspective, which is what this deck does. It draws you in. You are the one participating in the card. These are your feet. You are looking at this here. So it puts you in the place, it puts you in the energy, it puts you in the scene, which is different. And it has a vibrancy to it. It also has the simplicity in the images that allow your mind to go in, to wonder, to feel the feels, to get the message. I really enjoy this deck for that reason. It doesn't have clearly a lot of people or things like that. You don't see the faces because you are the participant, which I'm used to seeing. So I think that this challenges me in a different way, but it opens me up in a way that I didn't expect it to. And so for this deck, I love the fact that it has, I just feel so like the energy is very spiritual. It's very vibrant. It's very soothing at the same time. And I'm learning that I go to this deck for that a lot. The Enchantment of Wands is, enchantment is the king, and wands, and then, you know, so on and so forth. But like, see, I love the art style. I'm an artist. Well, I don't practice anymore, really. Long story short. But I appreciate details. I appreciate art styles and color palettes, and I often will pick a deck for that reason. But like, see here, this one, you know, Nine of Cups, it's a golden egg. I'm used to seeing a lot of other things on a Nine of Cups, but this gives me a different, like, what is my golden egg? What is my wish fulfillment? What is my dream? So yeah, I'm finding that, oh, and it has some extra cards too. And this is what gives me the, I feel like a truer, well, not a truer, I feel like a spiritual connection to this because of the way the images are just, I don't know the word for it, but it's like negative space where you see this and you fill it in and it makes sense. I don't know, I'm gonna stop rambling, but this is the Awakening card. Spirit is Queens. I love this Queen of Wands. Love this Queen of Wands. Two of Swords, you have a choice. 2 feathers, 2 doors, 2 colors, 2 keys, 2 lights. 6 of Wands. It's got some popular culture elements in it too. But look at this Inspiration of Wands. I mean, if that doesn't emote or evoke, I think is the word for it, the spirit of this card and the energy of this element, I don't know what else would. And that's what I love about this. It's a brilliant deck. Brilliant deck. It has different lovers in it. I kept all of them. This one shows walking towards a man and there's a woman. Look at the vibrancy in the colors. This 4 of Pentacles, this squirrel is holding on like, but for what? Right? Oh, this 10 of Wands. Look at this here. If that doesn't say struggle bus, I don't know what does. Like, you imagine yourself trying to pull this big boulder up this hill and you've done all that already. Yep. Insomnia, anxiety, 9 of Swords. So see, like, Wheel of Fortune. Look at this Devil card. We'll end on this Devil card. Look at the, hopefully the camera's picking it up well. Those eyes. That glaze, that stare, the hands, the fire. Yeah, that says the Devil card. So yeah, this is the Tarot of Oneness by Robin Voicey. Okay, on to the next. So this next deck was kind of a unicorn deck for me. I know everyone has different definitions of a unicorn deck, but 30-minute story real quick is when I got into the tarot and even more and really just watching a ton of videos, I saw this deck and I was like, oh my God, this is great. Let me get it. And of course, you know, indie deck, it was not available, like, at all. So I reached out to the creator on Instagram and I said, hey, you know what, I just got into tarot and I came across your deck and I love it. Are you going to reprint it at any point? And he said that he wasn't. I was like, oh, okay, well, thank you for answering. And then like a day later, he said, well, you know, I have a copy if you'd like to buy it. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? So that is how I got this deck. I love this deck. This is the Florana Tarot. And interestingly, the backs don't really go with the fronts for me, but it is what it is. So here's the back. And I put a little bit more energy in terms of like my vibe, like, I don't know. I edged it in this pink. And this deck, I just love the way he's like illustrated it. It's got a lot going on there, but it's like, let me show you. Look at this death card. It's like, it's flowers, it's blooming, but it's people and it's the scenes, and it's so creative and it's punchy. I love the color palette. This one I go to because I love it. It literally is a feel-good deck because I feel good when I'm looking for it, when I'm picking it up. And it still gives you a very clear read, even though, you know, even though I'm like just enamored by like the beauty of how he's illustrated this, you know, it tells me what it needs to tell me. And, you know, I just really like this deck. This artist has put so much attention to detail in this. Like, insane. I don't know if you can see that cup right there. Like the artwork in the cup. All of these cups. It's beautiful. and it's simple at the same time, but not simple, but not, you know. Oh, and I love how he's carried this through, like her hair is a flower, her dress, her shoes, the rocks look like crystals. I just really, look at this Queen of Cups. Look at the intricacy in her dress, in her throne, the bird, the cup. I love this Six of Wands too. I'm going to try not to go through all the cards, especially since I'm sorry, I don't know that he's going to reprint this. You can't get it, but, oh, look at this Five of Pentacles. As soon as I say I'm going to stop, I like, that's just signal to myself, keep going. Sorry, guys. All right, well, we'll stop on, not the Sun. Oh, I love this Knight of Cups. Okay, we'll stop on the Knight of Cups here. This is the 𝚃𝚑𝚎 tarot, and as you can see, I really enjoy it. This is a feel-good deck for me. Okay, on to the next. This next deck I call like my left brain, right brain deck, and what I mean by that is it's creative, and it's also very like it's very witty, and it's very like I don't know, it's like I just really truly enjoy this deck. Words are escaping me, sorry. Tarot of Mystical Moments. Maybe I'll try to explain what I mean by like and when I talk about the cards. First of all, this deck, the cards are much bigger. I put my other ones away, so can't show you the standard tarot size, but the cards are much bigger. It's glossy, and the edges. This is a mass market deck. I think I got this from Amazon, I believe. I truly enjoy this deck. Truly enjoy this deck. This deck, the word is escaping me, the words, but I'll try to explain it. I love the fact that it has many different layers you're looking at when you're looking at this. You can look at the color palette, the energy of that, and the artwork, the expression on the face, the scene, right? You can look at all of that and take that in and get a message from it. But then you also can look much deeper, right? Like, it just has so many layers that you just have to like open your mind to see, like this like these cuts on her shirt. They're also mimicking like the thorns in this rose, the way the trees are done in the back. This Eight of Cups, right? Like Knight of Cups, holding the heart, and it's also an instrument, and it's a lotus flower, and it just, oh, goodness. I can't just keep talking about this one. I'm trying to find another way of saying I really enjoy this, but I do. I'm trying to give you guys descriptive words of why. So Five of Pentacles, I really think that this one here, okay, so Five of Pentacles, feeling lost, left out in the cold. But if you notice, like, the heart and the warmth and the beauty is within. The roots are from her hair. The lights are on the back. It's cold, yes, but there's warmth coming from within. And to notice that, to see that, you're not alone. You are not in the cold. It's coming from you. Like, there's so many different things I can pull from this, right? And then I can also look out in the cold. The air's going through her. Oh my goodness. There's lots of different, this one has Kings of Wands and Kings of Wands that are women. It's got different cards for each of those. Look at this Emperor. Look at the detail in that. Oh, hummingbirds are like my spirit animals. I love this one. Love this one. Look at the beauty, the grace, the movement, the simplicity, the complexity. Like, I love this because it joggles both sides. Of my brain, it makes me think, like, just because of the images and the way that they're laid out and the entire picture and each like element in it. And then it also, lets my creative brain and my spiritual side just run wild all together at the same time for me, and this pulls both sides, and I really enjoy this deck for that. Knight of Swords, and you look closer, her dress is like an article, newspaper article, and you know, this is a paintbrush, like, or that's a fountain pen, sorry. I really like this one. And it's different, it's quirky, it's like the Chariot, she's a snail. Come on, right? The devil, like Black Widow going on here. This Four of Cups, right? Like, oh God, I could just keep going. I really, really enjoy this deck quite a bit. If you haven't seen it, oh, look at this Five of Swords. I love this one. Like, what's going on here? He's missing something. She might be holding something. And this flower's covering her eye. I just really enjoy this deck. I'm just gonna keep saying it. So we'll just spend a moment of appreciation and look at it. Oh, wow. Oh, this is one of my favorite King of Swords. I love how this bird has become his eye. The eye of the bird has become his right eye. And the right side of your brain is tied to the left side of your body, which is the holistic, it's the creative. And so it's kind of like you're seeing through the eyes of the spirit. And this is woven in the King of Swords, intellect, logic. So as you see what I'm saying, like there's just so many different levels to this. Okay, we'll stop on this one. Otherwise this whole video will be flip throughs. Okay, so on to the next. I think I have 2, 4, 5. Counting is fundamental. Okay, next. So this next deck is truly, truly a feel-good deck for me. This is the deck I go to when I want the rainbows and the hearts and the feel-goods, and you know, I may be in that space already, or maybe I'm just looking for it in the images. This is the Heartscape Tarot. This is the second edition, the limited edition. And the difference is the cards are the same, but the original one has the moon, a darker scape, and it has the moon on the box. This version has the clouds and it has the sun on the box. Just look at this. I mean, even the tower is super beautiful. And I mean, you have unicorns, right? Come on, look at the beauty in this. I appreciate the detail and the balance and the flow and balance. I said balance and I actually didn't even look at the, yes, this is temperance, right? But you get it in the subtlety of the cards. Right? Like, oh my goodness. I have no words. Like, look at the Six of Swords. And I appreciate that the swords are not actually in the boat. Like, right now you're moving through some of the things that held you back, or the emotional wounds, or the things of the past, but you are going to move past it and leave it behind and not take it with you, right? So at this moment, as you're moving through, it may feel challenging, it may feel overwhelming, it may feel emotional, but look ahead, look in front of you and around. Oh, just enjoy this. And who doesn't love this? I mean, let's see here. This one's so cute, the strength. I love how he's leaning on this tiger for some strength, and that's okay. Sometimes you need to. Yeah. This is a true, look at the Fool, the dog. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, look at this Knight of Cups. I mean, come on. Yeah, put me there. Okay, I'll be right there. Oh my goodness. I know this is going to be a long video. If you're still with me here, thank you. Hopefully you're enjoying my journey and the journey of these cards and these decks. Look how beautiful this is. Ace of Cups, cup of tea. Yeah. Okay. And see, you have humor. This is funny to me, this one here, Ten of Pentacles. So yeah, this is definitely a deck that gives me the rainbows, and it gives me the unicorns, and it gives me, you know, an artistic impression of reality. I mean, you know you're looking at illustrations, but the scenes are something that you can see yourself in, not just unicorns, right? Like, it has a balance, and I love the color palette. I love the way they've chosen to do the illustrations and the movement and the energy in the scene, not just with the focal point. So we'll stop on this Knight of Wands. Fierce. Okay, so on to the next few. So this next one is called Highly Sensitive Tarot. It's an indie deck, and I got it from Etsy. This one here is my emotion deck. Like this, you can see it on their faces, and this is what, and in the scenes and in the artwork. I'm loosening it up a little bit. This one was a bit of, I had to break it in. But especially as I'm learning, like, this gives me the energy of the card, of the suit. And it's done in a very interesting way. Like, look at this. Things seem to be melting, falling apart. There's just this, I don't know, it's Three of Swords. Look at this face, the energy. Again, I appreciate not three swords piercing a heart, right? But then look at the strength. The beauty in that, the fierceness, the stability, the protection, the encouragement, the support, the you got this. Look at the lion staring you dead in the face, like, come on. Oh, excuse me here. I love the diversity in this deck as well. This is one of my feel-good decks. I just look at the energy on their faces. There's one of my favorites. Oh, this tower is kind of cool too. Let me see if I can show you one of my, oh, I really actually like this Four of Swords. Yeah. Oh, and this one here, this Ace of Swords. This one helps me understand the aces. I don't know why I'm super challenged with understanding the aces, but I am. But this one helps me. It's like all right there. Very, very smart deck. Very, very, very smart deck. I love, look at this Eight of Swords. Like, you're really free. It's in your mind. It's all around you. The sun is up above. Or the moon. Well, you can see it either way, I suppose, but it's probably the moon. Knight of Cups. The World. We'll stop on the World. Look at that. See the energy. It's all there. And I don't even need to know what the world means. I just look at the card and I'm in the energy, I'm in the scene, and I really adore this deck. Really, really do. Alright, so this is the Highly Sensitive Tarot. It is indie deck, got it off at Etsy. Alright guys, so 3 more. If you're still with me, again, thank you. Okay, next. Okay, next up is, I believe this is a Pacific Northwest Tarot. Yep, it is. This is the only deck in my go-to feel-good that doesn't have people. So this is a Pacific Northwest Tarot. I can't remember if I edged this. I think I might have. And I believe this is mass market. The last one I showed, I'm not sure if I said the Green Menagerie, that is an indie deck. I love this. This gives me a completely different vibe. This one, I'm just in with nature. I'm in with the energy of the spirit of these animals. I love the illustration, the color palette. Oh, my favorite. I love hummingbirds. You guys can see that. You guys will notice something on the side of my thumb here. I'm starting to do my own nails, and I like glued paper to my thumb, so yeah, that's a thing. But we shall move on. Yeah, look at this. This one is different, right? Like, it doesn't, you do need to know the suit, the card. I mean, you can look a little bit at the image and glean from it, or if you know about the energy of that specific animal, but it's not as apparent, you know. But I really like it for that reason. I like using it with other decks. The color palette is just something that is just so enticing to me, and I have no words. I just really enjoy it. We'll stop here on the Six of Pentacles, but this is the Pacific Northwest Tarot. One more. Okay, so last of my go-to feel-good decks. This one is newer to me as of this year, and this is another unicorn deck. Oh, kind of. I mean, by the time I discovered it, I thought it was sold out. Looked and happened to, it was just timing. She had just put a couple of other, so basically this deck is going to be picked up, sorry, it is the Curious Travels Tarot deck. It's going to be picked up for mass market, but currently it is considered still indie until that happens, and she had a few of them left over on her site before she made the crossover, I suppose, and I was able to grab one. So it's not like indie or unicorn deck, but for me it was, because I really wanted it and I didn't want to wait for it to be mass market. Anyways, here's the back. This one I did edge, and this deck is very similar to me as the Dreaming Way Tarot, but it's a different color palette, different art style. This is a deck that I feel 1000% comfortable in any mood that I'm in. Any mood that I'm in, and I know that I'm going to see an image. I know that the color or something is going to, you know, support that energy and move me through it if it's something that needs to be moved through. I love the artistic, the illustrations. It's different. The color palette, the treatment of the colors here, or the texture in this. I just love this deck. I mean, look at the star though. See what I'm saying? It's a little quirky, and I love it. Absolutely love it. Well, here we go, 3 swords and heart, but that's okay. You know, like, look at the sweetness of this card. The 6 of Cups. I mean, she's fierce, right? But fierce in this like very settled, wise way. You know, and then you have some cards like this and it's like, wait, what? Okay, let me pause and think about this one for a second. Yeah, and the King of Cups is a fish. I love it. It's different. Look at this King of Wands. His head is a flame. I mean, oh man, I truly enjoy this deck. Yeah, I'm gonna stop here. So this is the Curious Travels Tarot. Well, thank you for spending time with me, and for, you know, it felt really good to film again, and I want to take this moment, if he's watching and still watching, to just thank Benny, the Fool's Apprentice. He's just so supportive, and you know, as he grows, he makes it a point of like really trying to bring smaller creators along, and you know, he's just very kind. He has very kind words, and I just kind of want to say I appreciate you, Benny. Yeah, I do. And thank you all for watching and for, you know, giving me some of your time. Whatever time it is for you, morning, noon, or night, I always truly appreciate when you give me some of it. So thank you. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Bye. Bye.